What I was saying earlier, I'm going to recap a bit. As a student, I had a story then, a scholarship holder. He came to Germany and started pursuing money and forgot about his studies, and his studies was poor. So when it was time to submit report, he had very poor grades. He was having 4.0, 4.0, 4.0, 5.0, very poor grades. Sorry, I know that the grading system is strange to you. So
4.0 sounding like a good grade.
0.0 is let my people go. 4.0 is let my people go. So the
Oh,
highest,
really?
yes, the highest grade is 1.0. That is when you have 90 over 100 and above, you have 1.0. So something like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, from there, you have 4.0 is about 60 or 50, yeah, some 60, 50 depending on the course. So it's let my people go, and it was very bad for him.
So
So
what went wrong for me?
yeah, he spent all his time working and wanting to do abracadabra in his studies. So in that light, I would advise students, as I said earlier, do not take more than you can chew. When you attend the lectures, you understand the system and understand, okay, let me, because the difference in educational pattern, the way we write exam in our country is not the same way they write exam. 3 hours, I tell you, in Nigeria, 3 hours. It didn't affect just me, but also the Indians, because I had some Indians in my department. So it hit everybody, and then you begin to know, okay, how strong are you, and you begin to say, oh, look at these people I'm looking at, they are very good, and I can do much better than them, to tell you that, oh yeah, Nigeria helps us to build resilience in some work, but do not take more than you can chew, in the sense that focus more on, okay, I can take focuses, let me take that focuses and pass. Next semester, I do another 4. You keep doing it. As I say, Germany gives you the flexibility. And secondly, for plan your academics around plan your work around the academics. If you're going to study Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, you can use Thursday, Friday and work. And when you know your exams are close, you stop work and focus. And you focus, and it makes life easier for you. So because your studies is of paramount importance, that is why you came here. Yes, I know that we need money, but that is why you came here. And the life after studies is also what you should look at for. You build skills. There are life after studies. As I said earlier, it's easier to get a job here when you are done studying. You gain the relevant skills needed in that. Master the skills, gain the relevancy. Germany here is more after your skills than your grades. Let me be frankly speaking to you. They are more after what can you do than, oh, you had a 1 point something in university. No. They're after what can you do, what can you offer, do you know how to use this, do you know how to build your skills. So once you do it, that money you're looking for, you will get it on a platter. It will come rolling for you. So these are the things. Build your skills, build your language ability if you know you want to stay back in the country, and pass your exams. Then you do your menial jobs to get up. So when you have built your skills and get your language, you'll be able to get an internship position. Once you get an internship position, once you get the first experience, it's easier to get in. As I said also, as a student, let your last resort also be side hustles. Look out for working student opportunities. Look out for working student opportunities. Some people just leave the working student opportunities and start looking for side hustles. At the end of their studies, they find it very difficult to get a job after that. Here is after you experience. They ask for what can you do. So try to look for working student opportunities. Once you get them, it's easier to integrate in the workforce. Likewise, in Nigeria, it's difficult to get the first one, but once you get the first one, it's easier to grow. It's easier to move between companies.
That's
So
true.
that is the same
That's
thing.
true.
Look out for me. When I came, I asked questions. I asked, okay, how does the system work here? How does the job work here? I would want to go back to the system. Many people said, okay, let your last resort be menial jobs. And I said, okay, yeah, if my last resort will be menial jobs, what do I have to do? I looked at their CVs, their format of their CVs, because first of all, you've heard about Europa CV. I tried to do something like a Europa CV, and it was not flying so much. I had to restructure my CV, and so I restructured my CV. My CV began to fly. And as it began to fly, I began to get opportunities to be interviewed by top firms. So with my experience in Nigeria, I try to pay. So if you're coming here also you can, if you have very good IT skills, you can get a job very fast. Even before you're graduating, you can get a full-time job. I have seen friends that got a full-time job before they graduated. So it's possible. So here is easier to integrate into the workforce. So integrating into the workforce should be your primary aim, not after menial jobs. Because some people say, let me come and hustle, pack euros, hustle and pack euros. Yes, you're hustling and packing euros. Will that hustle enter your CV? No. Will it be in your LinkedIn profile? No. Will you say, I was packing boxes every day on LinkedIn profile, and somebody will employ you? No. So basically, it's very important that you look out for working student roles and build the experiences if you intend to stay back in Germany. That is all I would advise you. Thank you. I did, in Nigeria it's very easy. You come and you hear your neighbor and say, you can knock on somebody's door and say, hello, Alpha, now me parking here and packed into this apartment. I just say, let me greet you. And then the person will say, okay, welcome. And in Germany, you don't dare do that. You don't dare knock on someone's door. And even your neighbor can see you and pass by. And you saw the person over. The person can see you and pass by. And it was a shock to me. Like, you have a task and you do it with people in the classroom, and the person sees you in the cafeteria and behave as though they don't know you. They've not seen anybody before. They've not seen you before. Normal. It was a shock. And we that used to, okay, I saw you yesterday and I'm seeing you again, I will greet you. Yeah, but here, the person will see you and walk past and you greet, and the person, okay, you act as though he did not see you. So at the first time, it took me 6 months to see my neighbors. Like people I was living next door to. Yeah, I'll pick up boxes for them. The only time they come to knock on my door is, I want to collect my box from DHL. And it's very difficult to see them. So it was a cultural shock, and we are used to greeting people a lot in Nigeria, and it doesn't happen here. It doesn't happen here. Some of them feel, I don't know how you react. But you don't do great talk. I'm not coming from the moon. I will react well. And here, you don't make noise a lot, like in Nigeria, where somebody here is playing, somebody in this room is playing Burna Boy. The other person in the other room is playing Nathaniel Bassey. The other person in the other room is playing Whiskey, and they are hearing dum dum dum. The other person in the other place is playing Ngozi Chukwu. Hey, Ngozi Chukwu. There are so many noise everywhere. So
it doesn't happen that way.
Nah. If you do that, someone will call the police for you, and you don't even know the person that called the police for you. And then coupled with the fact that the cultural differences in religion too. Yeah, on Sundays everywhere is quiet, and you'll be like, but the Germans brought church to us, Martin Luther King and the rest. Yeah, they celebrate Martin Luther King a lot. Yeah, they have a public holiday for Martin Luther King. I think the addressing was also a shock to me. In Nigeria, we are used to Balabi, but here it's not like that. So, like the first time I came, I wanted to get a bread. The language difference was a problem at the beginning. It was also a cultural shock. You are speaking English and the person is telling you he's Vaishnist. The person doesn't hear what you're saying. So you're trying to use sign languages, and we got a bread. My friend, man, this bread is Indaboski. The bread is too strong. So the bread even gave me injuries in my mouth. So because I was thinking that I didn't know that if you buy their bread, you have to microwave it before you eat.
Oh.
So the bread was really in Daboski. So aside that, and in Germans, they are known for their bread, they are known for their sausage, hot dog, currywurst, their sausage. That's what they are known for. Then they know if you also know there's what we call doner kebab is let me say German Turkish food because it's from the Turkish but it's in German. So it's like the thing is like shawarma, but it's not shawarma. There are a lot of meat inside, fried meat with vegetables, and they eat a lot of vegetables here. Like there was the time I ate bread and grass, one vegetable that I was like, is it not grass that I'm eating here?
Yeah.
So and there are people that eat you eat raw meat. There is this food that is raw meat. I was like, what's the meaning of this? How will I be eating raw meat? Like you want to eat, and their food are not spicy here. It's not spicy like here you add pepper, you add curry in Nigeria, you do it that way. But here you just do tomato and it's like that. Like be like, what's going on here? So then even the eggs, you see egg, they will fry egg and egg, you can drink the yolk. I'll be like, what's the meaning of this? Am I drinking yolk of egg? Like you have to drink it. What's this? So basically, and here I have to manage, luckily I can cook. So I had to start making my food myself, trying to blend it the Nigerian way with what I have, so, and also we get the opportunities there's Afro shop around, Afro shops where you can see your stockfish, your kazi leaf, but it's difficult to see. You can get your bitter leaf, it's difficult to get your pumpkin, you can get some of those things, you can get your ice fish, then you can make, good, at least take you back home, a goosey soup, those that eat banga soup, you go see afang soup, so you can make all those things and then you eat, so you're not relying much on currywurst and bread. The Germans like the particular German food, they like broth, that is bread, they like wurst, sausage, they like kartoffel, and that is potatoes, like Irish potato. Oh, they love it. It's their food. Irish potato is always there. Okay, I would say there is no way you might not have anybody, yes, but there can be WhatsApp groups, or you can meet someone at the airport. But you first of all, you can get an apartment in you can stay for a short while before looking out for the student apartments. And also there are communities for different countries. You can connect with the community of Nigeria, you can connect with the communities, Ghana community, Cameroonian communities, you can connect with Indian communities, you can connect with Turkish communities and the rest. So you can connect from your country, you can look out for their communities and you can connect with them, and definitely once you connect with Nigerian community, a Nigerian will help a Nigerian to help a Nigerian. Study groups are basically depending on the professor. You can assign groups, and sometimes it's difficult because you're African. It's difficult to connect with other people. People like to go in groups of them, say, oh, for my country, let me be in the same group with people in my country, and sometimes you're left alone. But basically, there are times when you get along with other people. So I've not had an issue, but at the time I might be left alone. There are times when I can be in group with foreigners too. So basically. would say studying in Germany is worth it because with the way the academic program is structured, you build the relevant skills all around you. So you build project management skills, you build skills in your studies, and then you have advantage of adding a second language to yourself. So they have sophisticated research centers. They have well-renowned professors that will be able to impart knowledge to you. So once knowledge is imparted, I believe everything goes smoothly. So that's that. German universities are very good and they have rankings around the world. TU Berlin, TU Munich. They have rankings around the world, so it's a good place to study. Their master programs are basically 2 years, and in that 2 years, you have opportunity to also do your practicum, internships, opportunity to work and have relevant job experience. You can also, Germany gives you opportunity to do your master's thesis in a company. Yeah, a company sponsors you to do a research for them and to work with them. So it's good for those that intend to stay back in the country. As I've mentioned earlier, try to get yourself with the language, try to immerse yourself in the language, and also working student opportunities, so you'll be able to get relevant experience. And also those that intend to go back to their country to work, like mostly the Chinese, you have to stay and get all the knowledge you need to get, ask questions, go attend office hours. If you ask questions, you will have to get your answers. Thank you. Okay, my final words to them is for you to thrive in an environment that is totally new to you. You have to learn how to accept the cultural shock, the blends, learn the language. Learn the language. The language is like a passport. You can take you anywhere. I'm always emphasizing on it because once you learn how to speak Dutch, man muss Dutch sprechen, you must learn how to speak Dutch. So when you learn how to speak Dutch, it gives you the leverage, it gives you access to many places because they love it when you can communicate in their language. So before coming, I will advise you to start learning, or while you're here already, put in efforts to learn the language. Some people come and they don't learn the language. Oh, it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult because it's like English moves you forward, German moves you backward. So at a time, it's interfacing in your brain, because of the way the language is being spoken. So basically, I would advise you to also focus on your studies and get all the knowledge you have to get from it. Yeah, sometimes the grade might be good, sometimes it might be bad, but focus and get all the knowledge you require from that course of study. Thank you.